was only the beginning. Ladies first.
Quiet. You think we'll get to shoot a few of them rich folk?
Tell us how you really feel.
Said
Oh, now they're gonna teach me how to melee combat.
For the stealth mode.
Every shooter has to have a stealth mode.
Hey, you know what? And some do it to great effect. And I think there's a high likelihood this game will.
I have to say though, this is an awfully long tutorial. Is that a bad thing?
No, I think it looks like it's also kind of functioning as a narrative vehicle.
It is.
Other than the game is starting to look more shootery than the immediate intro made it look like it was gonna be.
Right.
I also didn't read too much about this game. Oh, when it first was starting to come out, I did, and then when they announced no multiplayer, it concerned me. And not that I need multiplayer, but it tends to exactly what happened, loosen up the combat a little bit. Like when there's no multiplayer, it's like it's kind of phone in the combat, and that's what it feels like here.
Do you think so?
But I was hoping it would be like Mass Effect, where you had like long storyline developing.
Multiplayer is kind of the opposite to me. Multiplayer tends to be just the toilet of games.
What's happening here?
I'm just saying R2, and like
Is this because you're dying? That it went
no, it
slow
was like
motion?
it's just a sequence. Like it's another
Like Max Payne's
Yeah.
dead time sequences.
make you feel good sequence that you can't initiate on yourself. So it's more disorienting
Oh.
than making you feel cool.
Okay, I understand. The game decided that at this moment, we were going to slow it down.
I mean, it didn't appear to come randomly. It seemed like a door breach into
Right.
a big room.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, if they do it consistently or start linking all these mechanics together, so you're like on a roller coaster ride. But right now, that was just like, what am I doing? Oh, okay, hit R2. Got you.
Yeah, I do like from your gunshots, the muzzle flare showing all the powder grains and stuff. Like there are nice little details.
Oh,
in
the
there.
game looks beautiful.
Sir, downstairs. There are civilians who need your assistance.
yes, sir.
Like I really feel like these people are real every once in a while.
You're joking.
Mac and the
Is there a
honeys.
single woman in this city you won't try to seduce? Well, it's your problem now. Do try not to lag behind.
Lafayette.
Looks like they have a history.
Ah, monsieur. This lady requires my attention.
Marquis. Your attention is required elsewhere.
I assure you, mademoiselle, that only the vow of fidelity prevents me from accepting your invitation.
Oh, Marquis, you mustn't leave now.
Unfortunately, my lady, my duty...
I'm trying to think, did we see any of these guys in the opening sequence?
We saw him. He's the one that said, Monsieur, take another step or I'll kill you. And this
Oh,
completely
right.
changes the dynamic, because there you see him as like this guy trying to take pity on the convict, and then now you see that he was once in charge of him.
Right.
I hadn't noticed.
That is because you are not a Frenchman.
You are the most American Frenchman I have ever known.
I am a lover of
whoa,
liberty,
whoa.
mon ami.
A proper knight must learn to curb his passions.
Without passion, monsieur, a man cannot fight.
We do not fight men, Marquis.
You know, it doesn't seem like this guy is,
Vive la
or,
liberté.
you know, the main character is a bad guy necessarily. Like, he did something bad. I feel like he was morally compelled to betray his order.
All right. I mean, that old guy that says you betrayed the order, I'm pretty sure
Right.
he's going to be a bad guy. Like,
Yeah,
it's always the guy in charge.
like you're about to blow open a conspiracy at some point.
Right.
Or like the other alternative, we're being led to believe it's the old guy, but it's really like the number two in charge. And he'll run in and the old guy has just been executed. Like, it feels like we're falling into some tropes.
Or like we're writing our own fan fiction here and now.
I mean, when I play games, this is what I'm constantly thinking of. Like, oh man, this is the bad guy. This is where we're going to go.
Marquis, you and Lady Grain take that entrance. I'll go through this one and sweep for any remaining escapees.
Oui, monsieur.
Sir.
Air command to all knights in the vicinity of Mayfair. The Metropolitan Police has finished cordoning off the affected areas. Sentinels are continuing their overhead sweep. We will alert you to any sightings of the escaped patients.
That's nice.
Acknowledge.
This is one of those level details where you could imagine that it like the PS3 could barely just make him a character. Like it's a definite increase in quality, I would say.
Hey, that little sign over there was for Kratos. So they
Oh.
are saying, yes, we did make a God of War game.
How about that? Good catch.
Galahad, are you making any headway?
I'm in the generator room.
Lafayette and I have decided to split our search.
Oui, mademoiselle. But I have not met any resistance yet.
Man.
Oh, cool. Uncharted. I see what they're doing. They're taking a bunch of our favorite old games and mashing them up. I can appreciate that.
I'm trying to figure out if I've seen a game that I would say looks better than this game on like character design, and I can't really think of one right now.
I mean, sideburns, man. It's not fair.
Hmm.
This game had the upper hand from the get-go.
Yeah, you can't beat this outfit. This is just asking for a cosplay.
Oh, wow. Good point.
These are not Twilight werewolves.
Our escapees is
No, that was really not very dramatic, though. This reminds me of American Werewolf in Paris or American
Oh,
Werewolf
yeah.
in London. The
Okay.
transition there.
Mm-hmm.
You just wanted to leave anyways.
make that more than one.
Okay. Oh, no, X. Oh,
Location.
I have to hit X and shoot.
It may take me some time to reach him.
Don't take the time.
At least he gave you a chance to get up.
Oh yeah. Triangle.
That was nice.
Oh, I have to execute each one. Oh, feels so bad. And then they slowly turn back into a human.
Mm.
Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
it's probably-
liberated him.
It's probably a silver blade or something.
Right. Oh shoot.
Assuming they're following the lore. Oh, this one's doing it too. That's nice. I wonder if they just... It's like an infinite spawn until you decide to get to the next checkpoint.
I'm not sure. I definitely feel in danger. Stab you. Oh no!
Yeah, there's the next one. Yeah, I
No.
think that might be the case.
Have one trying to recover.
Yeah, it's gonna get...
Oh no. I have yet to hit X one time.
This is about to get bad.
Was this game advertised as a werewolf game, or
Advertise. It was, when people were getting interviewed for it, like the game developers, they would mention that there's werewolves.
okay? Because it seemed like it went from period drama to now here there are many werewolves. This is what you'll be dealing with from here on out.
What happened?
I slew most of them. The last one got away. Igraine, I need your arc gun. I'll head up to
Art
street
gun, yeah.
level. You go that way and head him off.
I feel like he exaggerated what happened. I slew most of them. It's like, well, I ran around the circle for a while, and I finally managed to. Luckily, they play with their food.
I think that little cutscene there is for better players, so that
I'm gonna get out. Oh man.
Oh, wow.
Apparently, it's the art gun is attracted to metal, maybe? 'Cause I was not aiming that way. Let's try it out.
I have a feeling like you were on rails at that point without realizing it.
Hey, the run speed finally is
Yeah.
actually running now.
Yeah.
Got it. Love it. I really do. The lighting intensity is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That fella just looks scared. I feel like you're just chasing down a wild animal for no reason right
yeah,
now.
I
We need
feel
to
the
press
same way.
forward.
I mean, how often is like the initial bad guy in a like these type of games or movies the actual bad guy? It's like, actually, you're halfway along. What? Civilian? Civilian.
He's about to be halfway. He's gonna do that thing
Oh,
where
nice.
he kills all of them and then goes to a room off to the side and takes off his jacket and he has the claw mark.
Yeah. Or just an impressive thatch of back hair.
Everyone all right?
Yes.
The arc gun reminds me of the BFG.
Percival, we've neutralized the threat on our side.
I mean, everyone around it didn't explode, man. Let's not give it too much credit.
Maybe I can upgrade.
Acknowledge.
I haven't really looked into any of that. Yeah.
Oh, that guy's growling.
What should we do with him?
I hope those are silver
Westminster to
cups.
the catacombs. We'll deal with him later.
Ah, Sir Percival. I thought the Order of Her Majesty's Royal Knights might be mixed up in this affray.
We had reason to suspect a rebel incursion, Commissioner.
An elementary conjecture. In that event, perhaps this might be of interest.
Whitechapel.
Purely circumstantial, of course.
I call it evidence.
Well, circumstantial evidence can be a tricky animal, my dear Sir Percival. You may think it is pointing at one thing, but shift your point of view slightly, and you may find it pointing in an equally uncompromising manner at something entirely different.
Please, indulge me with your musings, Commissioner.
Well, first the rebellion, and then this Jack, and the Ripper murders. And then this. Strange, don't you think, that Whitechapel has become the epicenter of our recent conundrums? We must examine every clue now, you see?
We meet in council 2 days hence. If you would do us the honor of presenting your findings.
You can expect me at Westminster.
Over here, sir.
Do excuse me.
I feel like the old guy wanted to just go, or we could kill everything.
Bloody London traffic.
Mon Général, what of the other half-breeds that escaped through Hyde Park? We must pursue them.
No.
Mais notre devoir est de les poursuivre, monsieur.
Marquis, nous ne chassons pas des Anglais sur le nouveau continent. Votre témérité sera requis à un moment opportun.
Oui, mon général. I will be governed
Sir
by your
Percival.
advice.
I'm sure you will appreciate that for the time being, this must remain a police matter.
Of course.
Something's amiss. The underworld in Whitechapel is known to give safe harbor to the rebellion.
Precisely what troubles me.
Why would so many half-breeds be found in Bedlam?
Some things we need to find out for ourselves.
You heard Commissioner Doyle. It's a police investigation now.
Knights do not relinquish their authority to bureaucrats.
Percival is right. This matter should be brought before the council.
Percival, that's also a round table night, all right? I don't know, it's been a long
Is it?
time since I
Yeah.
read that book.
Centuries have passed, but our order has remained steadfast in its sacred mission to
Oh.
preserve the balance
Here we go.
between man
Oh,
and
excellent.
half-breed. Such was the quest of our founder, King Arthur.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
That answers that question.
Yes.
His name be
I have a
forever
feeling like
respected.
their names are code names, like
Lord James will fight by Arthur's side.
007, for example.
Today,
Or like
that
Reservoir
balance
Dogs.
is threatened.
Kingsman uses the
Brave
same
upset by a
type.
new
There's
contagion.
a round table, and they all use code names from the Knights of the Round
As
Table.
long as its
Hmm.
campaign of anarchy and terror is allowed to continue.
Interesting how that happens that way.
Plague of lichen infestation
Yeah, they're
that has
released within a
infected
week
our
of each
city
other.
Right.
will only grow more intolerable.
The Lord Chancellor will thus agree to the urgency of a mission into Whitechapel.
Whitechapel is a matter for the civil authorities.
That sounds like
When
he's
the
hiding
noble
something.
Arthur sought to contest for truage with the Roman Emperor Lucius. He did not trouble himself with issues of jurisdiction.
Do not presume to quote history to me, Sir Percival. I've seen more of history than you shall ever know. I remind the knights here assembled that the threat to this order comes not only from without, but within. We must stand vigilant together, lest our ranks be poisoned by those who seek the destruction of all we hold sacred. No one is immune from the rebels' influence.
Surely the Lord Chancellor does not mean to question Sir Percival's loyalty.
This order has long appreciated Sir Percival's counsel, but the current disruption calls for caution and concerted effort, not rash action.
Sir Percival has cause, Lord Chancellor. The situation in Whitechapel may need to be addressed.
Does Lord Darwin speak with the blessing of the peers? Lord Hastings, Lord Dunglass.
He does, Lord Chancellor. Perhaps the question should be put to the Council.
Very well. What says the Order of Her Majesty's Royal Knights in the matter of Whitechapel? Aye or nay?
Nay.
Right.
That was very conclusive.
The nays have it. There you go.
Council is dismissed.
I'm not sure about this voting system.
It's whoever says the last word. One guy goes, nay.
Grows too prudent, Grayson. We wither away from this inaction.
Leave it, Sebastian.
Caution be damned.
Sir Percival is most agitated.
You should learn it is best not to cross him when his mind is set on something. What do you make of this?
Percival seems intent on pursuing his investigation.
All right, so he's already stated the leader. He stated that there's a spy. He's set up the scapegoat, and it's just a matter of him attaching the blame to somebody.
Right, with the intention of being Percival / Sebastian,
Right.
and then ultimately something will occur that it will be pushed onto him.
Mm-hmm.
All could be fan fiction, but
Galahad will
Yeah.
deal with this in due time. I have a more pressing matter to attend.
As you wish.
How many of us will make the journey to America?
Lord Barrett, Lord Darwin, and myself.
I've heard many great things about the Agamemnon, Lord Hastings.
She is the finest the United India Company has ever built. I can promise you a pleasant and speedy journey across the Atlantic.
That dude needs to brush his
Can we
teeth.
expect your presence at the launch? Sir Lucan.
Would be my honor to see you off on your maiden voyage, my
Attention to
lords.
detail.
Sir Lucan,
right?
if I may.
If you would permit me, my lords.
Of course, Sir Percival. Alistair, you know as well as I do that Whitechapel is the key to these disturbances, to everything.
My opinion is immaterial. The council has spoken.
Few dared countermand your father's express wishes.
Need I remind you that we all serve at the Lord Chancellor's pleasure?
You are the Knight Commander. Make him see reason.
he's not very well decorated for being Knight
An
Commander.
incursion into a rebel
Right.
stronghold.
Whatever,
is
man. Look at all those
reasonable.
braided
Consider
ropes.
it an acceptable
I know,
risk.
but like,
One for which
I would
you'd be
guess
willing
that
to accept full
our character
responsibility
is the
should
highest.
unforeseen circumstances
If you saw it
arise.
just based on how much bling they wear.
I don't know. Look at that guy's thick gold bib.
Yeah, I think Galahad's wearing a silver bib. Now that you
That
mention it,
is officially.
You have my thanks, Sir Lucan.
Of your thanks I have no need. Bring me results.
As the Knight Commander wishes.
Well,
We're going in.
Most excellent.
when do we move?
You're not talking about Whitechapel. But my
Your
fa-
brother sought fit to permit us a reconnaissance.
oh wow, plot thickens.
Secure the necessary
She's the daughter
materials.
of the old
Isabel,
guy.
a word.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, monsieur, about the Lord Chancellor.
What is it, Marquis?
Sir Lucan and Lady Igraine were adopted by him, yes?
Yes, they were.
Why would he bring them into such struggle?
Perhaps he wanted to regain a semblance
A little
of
bit
the
of
humanity he
exposition
lost.
there.
When time came to join the Order, the choice was theirs to make.
Regardless, I would not wish this life on my children.
Marquis, we need to hurry.
Oui, mon général. Avec plaisir. Monsieur.
friend Mallory has always been something of a rogue operative.
I've never known a better man.
Still, I shall rely on you to be call it a sobering influence.
Sebastian and I have long been partners. I trust him with my life.
A little restraint would not be ill-advised. Do look after my sister, won't you?
No man in the realm can keep Isabeau from danger when she's of a mind.
Oh, you say true. What's a brother to do, eh? Good luck and Godspeed.
I'm already casting people for the movie adaptation.
Oh, do tell.
Like the guy who just you just talked to be played by the guy who plays the young Magneto. What's his name?
Nah, I don't know his name, but yeah.
Like I just saw that scene. I was like, ooh. Of course, that's who's gonna play that character. And then Brolin seems like he would play every character that's came out for any game in the last 10 years. Like everything's based off of Brolin.
And now you're here following Tesla. You think?
Yeah.
You think this is Nikola Tesla?
It has to be. This is like the Super Smash Brothers of scientists of the time. Got Darwin and Tesla so far, and the other two I didn't know their names.
On the United India Company's front doorstep, what do you make of it?
Mayfair isn't what it used to be.
Awkward silence.
Yeah, it really is Mass Effect elevator dialogue.
Permit me to oversee a few of my
Is that a
new
Tesla
experiments.
coil?
In the meanwhile, take a look around. Play with whatever strikes your fancy. But do be careful.
Yeah, people are going to complain about all the elevator scenes and not realize they're cut scenes. And then the next 1886 will be like true cut scenes. And then people will complain about immersion.
Thomas and I are not on speaking terms. The man is an idiot.
I'm going to have to flip over every single thing just because.
I think wasn't Tesla in America in the land of the free by 1886?
Quite an antique.
I might just be making that up completely.
I mean, this is alternate. So, this is where he was embraced and progressed everyone.
All gibberish to me. Nicola.
That's not gibberish.
The glass looks like glass. I know that sounds stupid, but it just seems to stick out a little bit.
That was the feeling I had just as you said it. It does look exceptionally glassy.
Sir Galahad.
The style here is reminding me of a movie called Vidocq, or the Chronicles of Vidocq.
Please, this way.
That movie comes highly recommended.
Does it?
By me.
Here is
Actually, no,
something
you know
you
what? Not
might
highly.
This
I think
device
it's worth a
allows you
watch.
to convert between Edison's inefficient
Recommend.
direct current and my
Oh,
superior
a swing at
alternative
Edison.
current. Quite handy for overloading and incapacitating certain electrical systems.
So now you have hacking ability. Is that what that is?
Yeah. It's turning into Watch Dogs here.
It's comprised
Oh,
of
hey
an
now.
inverter, transformer, and rectifier outfitted with some brass clips to enhance the design. Oh, and a fine leather carrying case. Inside each tube is a small quantity of mercury. When the mercury is properly aligned, the device becomes operational. Please, try it.
Mini game.
Oh. Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Why?
Never
This
cease
is
to amaze
not
me.
necessary.
I'd appreciate your expert opinion on my
If you had to do that under fire, though, that could be interesting.
Yeah, or really, really frustrating. Like, oh God, why this?
Like you're this smart, but I have to do this part in particular on my own.
S684 marksman carbine.
More name dropping.
Oh. But how did he
I've
modify it?
always had a good eye for craftsmanship. I've outfitted this one with a telescopic sight.
That's it?
It's ideal for long-range shooting. I would be honored if you would test its efficacy.
With pleasure.
You know, didn't Tesla also have a well-documented mustache of his own? Like, in a game of mustachioed characters, one dude we know had one, doesn't get one?
I don't even know how old he is. Oh, this is kind of weird.
Your scope sucks. It keeps moving.
Oh no, I'm like trying to.
Not you, the game.
Yeah, yeah, like.
So he's saying a Tesla.
Yeah.
It keeps moving.
Good shot.
I mean, that right there gives you an idea of like how, and like how, look how big these shots are.
Recoil is sharp, but manageable.
Is there a breathing option?
Nicely balanced.
Oh, there you go.
I don't feel like the gameplay is really going to get this in depth where I can't just
Your skills never cease to amaze me.
aim and shoot so far. Maybe I'm being skeptical. It just feels a little phony.
Oh, it says if you hold L3, you can hold your breath.
Yeah.
Were you doing that?
No, I was just waiting for that. I mean, like, that's like the you must have this now for games. Like, hold L3 to hold your
Are
breath.
there any other of my children that you
Right.
would like to meet?
The offer's tempting, but I must return to the others.
Of course.
Oh.
Oh, the monocular that General Lafayette requested is over there on the table.
I'll see that he gets it.
That just looks like it'd do bad things to an eyeball.
He wants to look at the
We
ladies.
scour the district in pairs. Isabeau, you and Lafayette take the high street from the south end. Galahad and I will move in from the north.
Why not give the Frenchman to Galahad?
Mademoiselle doubts my intentions. I promise to remain at all times the picture of chivalry.
I'd prefer to have someone more experienced looking out for me.
I thought you needed no looking after.
Very well. You team with Galahad.
Mademoiselle will perhaps one day allow me to demonstrate my skill.
One day?
Remember, we are entering rebel territory. The insurgents will take umbrage at our incursion into Whitechapel.
Given our little discovery in Mayfair, the London hospital should be our target.
Strange to think Lycans would find sanctuary here, is it not, monsieur?
You really believe the rebels are collaborating with the half-breeds?
The Lord Chancellor is convinced of it. I have my doubts.
Do you trust anyone, mon général?
Never accept. Always question. It's a motto that's seen me through the centuries.
Did you say centuries?
I think he did. I think these may be the original Knights of the Round Table.
Oh.
Okay.
That
Stay
drink she was
vigilant, all of you.
drinking.
We can expect
Plot
hot work
thickens.
here.
Ah, quelle joie!
Oh, and the old guy said I've seen more history
Nest
than
of
everyone else.
Cut purses,
Maybe he really means
collaborators, and whoremongers. I knew it very differently once.
I think we're about to be taught to sympathize with the rebels.
A lone chapel stood just there.